And we're back. Just kidding. Sorry. Basically, so I just had two thoughts, and one was, and it's something I've been feeling, I think for like 3 days, and relating to also what I mentioned about not wanting to like talk for Christ and the blasphemy, and like feeling I don't know. Simply, I will keep doing what I know to do, and then if people feel value in it, that's for them, then continue. By then I don't know, we'll see what maybe I'll know or something. And the second thing was about, let me remember it, but it was about these shoes, I think. It was about, gosh, I hate when that happens because I don't want to edit, so I don't want to cut it off now, but I do need to remember. Oh, it was something about like not making excuses. It was like about when I said I am simply human, and I am, and I thought I do have attachments, like, however, it's like I don't want to validate or kind of allow these to the attachment, or allow these to become excuses, like to the point where I don't want them to kind of justify my keeping an item. Because you can have attachments to anything. That doesn't take, with these beautiful shoes, that doesn't repair them, right? And also, but also like the awareness that if at some point maybe my attachment, maybe I'm not, I don't know, haven't ripened to, or like is still so strong, that doesn't mean like you guys can't kind of do it more or better, like utilize it to its fullest potential for yourselves when you do this, if you do this. So just wanted that disclaimer. By the way, the dawn stuff hits really well to hear actually, but okay, well, I know this looks messy, but like, I mean, I loved books, and I had a lot more than these, and I have even had more in Germany, and I used to want even more, and I used to dream, for a girl who dreamed of having pretty much a room this size, like, again, we didn't hang out that picture, but, it's not ours, but we are not allowed to take it down, so, because we're running, which is really kind of really, I don't know, strange, because I'm German, and that's not done there. But anyways, a whole room like this full of like books and a library, and that be her dream, like at least the size, actually maybe bigger. I thought I did pretty well. And some of these books, I figured would be kind of hard for me because it's one of the things I wanted to have told you now. But these books, kind of, I know they're not all related to God and Christ and love, but these books, it's like I loved through them, or always wanted to find what I now found in love through these books. For example, loyalty in the Lord of the Rings, like even also in Harry Potter, and the whole, and all these things, and friendship, and like not giving up, and doing whatever it takes, no matter what it takes for love, so that the sort of good side would win, and to defeat evil. I know, like, but these are fantasy stories, so it's definitely like this one evil dude at least. So they have really, and this is, they come from a time that really shaped me as a person. My later teenage years, like I think I was 17, or in fact not even later. Wait, how old was I can't even talk anymore, so I think I have to stop speaking. But it's like it's still really significant, even if now I look towards him, pretty much, where I can actually in this life find all of those things, the actual source, like, and have the real adventure in this lifetime, or be my life, which is the real reason I haven't read But I don't read as much anymore as I used to. Only like the only books I probably read are like these books. Hope you saw them, because maybe there are a couple more here, but so that is, again, in theory wouldn't justify. However, like, I don't feel like, I don't know if I've ripened, or just it doesn't feel right. Even if the energy feels a little bit different, and maybe they belong, these just bring me, I don't know, so much joy. Like, these are just like, because Marie Kondo always says, pay attention to what brings us joy. And you know, the Wellingtons bring me joy, but also the fact that my feet will get wet probably wouldn't. But sometimes that's not really, you don't recognize that that means a part of them doesn't bring you joy, because to me they bring me so much joy. But like, that doesn't get rid of the fact that, or eliminate, or whatever, weigh out the fact that, you know, they had a rip. So it's like, I don't want it to, I think another thing I said, I don't want it to be forced and just do it just because I think it's right, because now there are these rules in place. These are like not sterile rules, these are like information for us to utilize in our lives, like usable information. And I think we can honor God in this way, with utilizing these things within our own lives, in our everyday lives. So this is what I would attempt to do today. And so yeah, I didn't want it to be like forced, because if I only do it because it's right, only so I can kind of like show you, I think that was my problem then, now, like, show you, okay, you know, I'm doing this because I know it's right, but like, don't feel, if I didn't mean it, then it's not real either. So like, I do want to, if there's something where I need to ripen towards it or something, so I feel like I will, like with these, then I would kind of like to allow this, like with these books, I just simply wouldn't want you guys to think that either I didn't mean it because I'm doing it wrong, or like, and you know, like, also kind of, you can differentiate for yourself with your own things. Let's just be like a first attempt, very much. Because why did we receive these? Like, if I received those, I wanted to use them, you know, especially like shortly after that, but I intelligently thought, hey, let me just wait, I can do that in coloring another day, you know, like, then I can take the people along, and that to not only ought to be longer, but also then more involvements happen that I hadn't anticipated. Not least the whole findings about moms and honoring our own roots, even if there's like a jumper that my mom gave me, like what I was saying with the bum bag. Oh my god, I did get my first bum bag from my mom. Or more like, she wore one and it didn't think it was, you know, what is something wrong. I still don't think there's something wrong with it, but after a while, when you're so young, it kind of, you feel it. I used to say it gets cut in your soul. That sounds a bit extreme now, but you know, it kind of like something like that I don't have the word for at the moment. Maybe it gets internal, I don't know, it's a bit strong, so it's not like trauma, but at the same time, a young soul going out in the world, looking to be happy with themselves, and, you know, nichts an, not expecting, and all of a sudden, just ridiculed for, you know, I don't know, this could be a whole subject for itself. Yeah, so I figured these books were gonna be kind of difficult, so like, I'm not saying this, I think it's not difficult, but like, with the right knowings and knowledge and findings and receiving, it begins to look like nothing's really difficult. It's more like us being unwilling. However, we need the involvement to it, and I don't feel like I've evolved to the point where I will let go of these beautiful, I like still get this value out of them. Well, I might not need, now I got these American versions for being so beautiful. I watched something on YouTube and I just fell into the trap of like getting one. It's like, I don't need all of them, and also like, oh, it's like so beautiful. So still get like this kind of these values, like I see kind of the loyalty, I love it, I wanted to be so much a part of it, and it still really means something that it got me to the place that got me eventually like, here, if that makes sense. Like, that it gave me so much back when I needed it, even if it's in the past. I don't even know how to phrase this. But when you're like in your teens, like you kind of becoming the person you want to be. If I was finding the person I want to be in life, a lot of the values, and if I saw them reflected on this, like I wouldn't even have the right words, but it kind of shaped me in a way, even if it's like back then. Well, not really shaped me, but like, I mean, I'll see if I find the words because I don't have them at the moment. It taught me how much some of this meant. You know, so why not? Why not? For now. It's one of those things. I wanted to like reduce the overall volume, but when it comes to like books, I thought I had strong attachments, so let's leave. So I figured maybe begin with clothes, and also though looking at all the pieces, I love this. Okay, actually, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to go to a deeper level because sometimes this is so short I don't wear it, but I did know that, and it's the style, and I really love the design, and like, I don't know, but one of the things to start with might be shoes, I figured, not least because I've now already got 2 to 3, because obviously these out there do need to read too. But also, yeah. Maybe that could be something, actually, because this was before, when I wanted to make the video was before I found the findings about moms, and so also I don't know if this needs saying, but really there's just you can have a million thoughts in a day, and it's just there's no way. Oh no, the stone actually, the stress stone, I lost it. I was gonna keep it to make it. Well, actually, these shouldn't still be here, you know. I don't know if I ever got to finish that video, but like, yeah, these shouldn't still be here. Where is the straw stone? There's something in here that I put in there. Yeah. Also, this was the energy, but I said that even before I ever got to find what I found now. And like, this is the thing, because I didn't see it then. I was busy like thinking, oh, I'm so bad and this not. Looking back, oh my god, I was already doing this. The love came through. I mean, I don't want to like discredit how it felt to be there, but okay. Remind me if I don't say it. What God has bound, should I say it now? Let me finish the first sentence, we'll see. Oh, back then, so when I had just had the day with like, where the dog ran after me, when I was trying to get rid of her and she wouldn't listen. And the day where I found with a perfect baby and all. So when I found out when I was getting those earrings, and I thought at the time it might be easiest to start with like actual like broken things, because it seemed to me like, because I thought in my mind, oh, it's because it's broken, because I hadn't really learned about mending being giving it attention yet. So I thought that should be fairly easy if there's ever anything, any kind of, you know, attachments or anything on my side, that I thought it would be pretty clear if something's broken, it's broken. Really? Again? Oh my god, is she kidding? I thought that, I thought that was gonna happen. Last time I was like, if that happens, like, oh my god, I wouldn't know what to do. I know now, like, last time I defended myself in this way, I don't know. I guess I thought they would have kind of realized, but no. I didn't think it was happening, but like, I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I thought, what if that happens? And I thought to myself, well, I couldn't even be bothered at this time to say anything or do anything, because like, I don't know if you heard it this time, because last time was really audible. Because obviously it's like, I don't want this in my videos, but it's sort of like their responsibility, so it's like, almost like, well, maybe if, because then it's out there, maybe they'll get it. If they ever came across it, you know, see what I mean, like, it's like, they embarrass themselves in front of you guys, so it's like, I'm not finding the right words as I had them in my mind, like, also, oh my god, I can't believe that actually did happen, while the camera was on. It's because, like, and last time, I don't remember if, like, do something. And I was gonna say back then, stupid, they're not more stupid than other neighbors. But I kind of like made myself say intelligent because I thought, well, that's rude, don't say that. But looking back, you know, we wouldn't know what somebody's, because we all have unlimited capacity of the mind. But we wouldn't know what somebody, I don't know, to what intelligence, what somebody's like, how intelligent somebody is. But we all know that nobody is stupid. And that they are not more stupid than others. So actually looking back in retrospect, these were the right words and I tried to suppress them. Here you go, one statement about control. But you know what I mean? Like, it's out there and I put it, if like they, because you know, I can't control for other people how they want to behave in their lives. So that comes out and it's like, you guys hear it, like they humiliated themselves. Like maybe if they saw this, then maybe like, because I can't believe it, didn't they just like, last time, like, because if you guys remember, I actually knocked, and I actually, I don't know if I should say that, but I actually played aloud a noise to holding my phone like right here, like not in this room, but here, for them to hear, and they shut up. But now I'm just like, I'm not responsible for you, like, you know. Because if it's out there, and this is what I was thinking, like, oh my god, it really happened. I'm just like here, like, I don't know. This kind of embarrasses me. Does it embarrass me not to do anything? I can't run after other people. These are adults. They can like be responsible for their own lives. You know what I mean? I don't really know. And at the time, I never got to say that in the video because I don't know what is the learning curve of that, or what is the meaning of. Like, do I need to do this now every time? Oh my god, I can't believe this really happened. Because I did think to myself, if that happened again, then I couldn't be bothered to do anything. Because I feel like this is like, I'm making the video, but if I'm putting this video out there, anyway, if they ever heard it, maybe it's something that might look like. Because, come on. But I did it last time. If that doesn't like get in their mind, because, and last time I think I was gonna say it, but I think I haven't said it because I was gonna say it, but because in that recording I mentioned they only just did it in the middle of the night, and now it's like morning and they're doing it again. So it's kind of like, because I don't want this to be out there to you, but like also anyone is working. This is the middle of the day. Anyone can be working. Anybody's doing something today. It's a daytime, so definitely like, I mean, it's like work, or you're decluttering, but it's like that's also work. I mean, it's not, you're not getting paid for it. You know, doing YouTube is work to a lot of people. And so things like, you know, since you heard the washing machine earlier, so just like, don't know, like I'm so like I don't know. This caught me by surprise. I don't know. It's like embarrassing. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I didn't think this was really gonna happen. It was just a thought. But the last time I didn't get to finish the sentence, and maybe this gives me a chance to say it. Or maybe you guys didn't hear it, hopefully. Well, maybe you didn't. God for you then. Yeah, like I said, because in the middle of the night, at least, it was kind of my more fault, because I was still on Facebook trying to spread the energy of love amongst you, like around people, and just like that was before even like realizations about time management, like prioritizing and stuff. So, God, I don't know. If they want to humiliate me for having this in my video, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do right now. I thought, well, maybe if they ever came across the video, they might notice, and like, because it's not my responsibility. I'm not gonna live for other people, and I'm not gonna run after everybody. That makes sense. But I don't know if that embarrasses me more, that I'm just like can't even bother to do something. But I thought that, so now I'm just gonna do what I thought I was gonna do. You know what I mean? At least I have a plan. You know. don't know. Being prepared, hashtag. That was real. I mean, I thought, what if it happens? But then at the same time, I didn't think it was really gonna happen. If I ever get a better idea, guys, I'll do that next time. Please tell me there's not gonna be a next time. I do remember our blueprint mom, it happened one time. I don't remember this happening again. Maybe she just, I don't know. Maybe it did and she wasn't filming it, or like she didn't film it. Anyways. Righto. Oh yeah, so the sentence, oops, sorry. It was because it was kind of my fault. Then you could kind of at least say, if you did it in the middle of the night, that, okay, like, if I'm still up, that I heard it, I was still up, that I was still on Facebook till like 12 or something. Because when I just read these information and all these, like, the energy of love, I just felt, I could see how much people, like, needed us. And it was before, yeah, time management and, like, even the realization that, hey, if something is too much for me, then maybe it is too much, and I just can find a different, I don't know, platform for it, like this, that I get to reach more people through videos, as opposed to, like, saying one sentence to one person at each time, you see what I mean? Which doesn't mean, also don't want people to think that I don't appreciate their input. Like, I always read it, and, like, I do, and I care, and, like, a lot of times I let it sink in first, and then I don't even know where to find a specific comment, or, like, how to go, I don't even have the time to go back, or I just don't even begin to attempt it, because I know I'm not gonna find it. But, like, it's, like, it went in my mind, you know what I mean? Like, it was on my brain's went. So, like, if there's any findings, I'll definitely remember, so-and-so asked me that. Like, somebody asked me that. Well, not necessarily so-and-so, because some many names, I can't remember the names, but a lot of names I do remember. I don't know, a couple of them. Anyways, but at least then you could say, okay, well, that's kind of my fault. At the time, it was kind of my, well, not that it's a fault that I was trying to just, but my fault that I was still up in the middle of the night. And I should have been sleeping. I was on Facebook, trying to spread the love. Whereas in the middle of the morning, and especially you just did it, now you're like, up again. Oh God, I'm sorry. You're up. I can't even. Okay. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, do you need to do it in the morning? It's like, definitely people are gonna be busy, gonna just, like, somebody might have a, you don't know what people, they could be a singer and have, like, CDs out, like, need to be recording because I have a home studio. I mean, it'll probably hopefully be soundproof, but, like, not everybody starts out with a huge budget. Some people just, start out with what they know. Like me, actually. I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, let's just brush over it, and it's like, I wanted to have said those things, because that was then, oh my God, I can't believe that became real. I need to pay attention to my thoughts. Because I was just thinking, I haven't heard anything I think they got it. No! Okay, I don't want to go into, like, because I don't want to talk about it, like, fair enough that, I don't know, no, I'm not going to say it. Fine. Right. Dear me. Okay, well, I've opened this. These do need cleaning. Oh God, this does too. So, these need cleaning, but I love them truly. I feel like my love has gone down because now I look at them like, dirty shoes. Because I haven't cleaned them, so I have to clean them actually. I actually am liking these. I think they also made a point of, like, they fit right in with, like, a simplistic lifestyle, so fair enough. Mommy! Okay, I don't know whether that'd be a pity. Because, I mean, the thing is, because talking about the findings of these, okay, fine. Because if they scratch, they scratch, which is kind of the point. Whether or not I wear them just for blah blah blah, they're still gonna be scratchy. However, not having another pair to replace these two shoes, this could be what I wear until And also, but these are fabric. Like, these are like more for outside. This one I have to kind of change into. I don't know. But I think that's and it's still a pity. I don't know whether it's what he meant. Fixing is like, okay, mending is giving attention, but I wouldn't know how to mend something that's scratchy. Because the back here that I showed you could be glued back. I have washed them. The lint could be picked. I feel so worried that the way I'm talking about it, as if, I don't know, like, is it blasphemy? If, like, this is what God wanted. I don't know. He knows what in each situation. Like, otherwise it wouldn't be possible that one thing falls apart and it means this thing, but then another thing needs mending and you giving it attention. So I'm just gonna do what I know and like go with what I know so far. I don't know how to like put these things better. Oops. I was gonna talk about this, but like after that moment, let's I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about God in one sentence. Okay, with this. So let me just go through. I have a lot of shoes. I don't need a lot of shoes. However, now that I have them, and they're all in really good shape, I would like to utilize them. And maybe then just not repurchase any, I was about to say, but I mean, I was looking for a replacement for those. I had like 5 minutes. So I had to like make up my mind. I just had to get them. Like, had to or not. But I don't know. There was only $5. Like, I don't know. These like really love. It was like they were waiting for me. Although I went to a jumper. If I had bought the shoes, I would have had the small change, or like not small change, but a smaller change. Probably enough to get the jumper. So I don't know if that's something to tell me that you really love the shoes. I feel it feels right. I don't know. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but like, these just need cleaning. These are really nice and warm. I feel like I shouldn't go into detail about every shoe, or this video will be super long. Maybe just like giving you a couple examples and I just like do the rest of the place. It's already late. Oh, well, I have this. Well, I mean, but they replaced. I had these winter shoes. They were super warm. They were the best. I tried to purchase the same ones. Couldn't find it. Eventually, they became like, this became like so big. I would slip always. Like somehow it would get tangled up and I would fall. I couldn't continue them. They were the best. They were really thick and nice. But I wanted J shoes. I've seen something in a style like this. Really pretty type of shoes. I didn't find those, but I found these for a price. Now they look awful, but this is the whole. I don't want to destroy them. Like, I don't want to treat them like this. So they need some tea. Here you go. Well, it's not exactly. I don't know if it's mending, but it is giving attention. It deserves. Same for if I kind of have to refresh the color. I mean, I don't mind it, but I was just wondering if people see that and think, because the color has come up a little bit. I don't know why they were let go. There's this, which mending I wouldn't know how to do that, which was one of the things I was like. But you know, also if I bring them to the shoe repair shop, and he charges me, let's even say at least like £10, and even if that's nothing for a shoe repair, it's a lot. When you think like, not a lot, but like having spent £5 on them, and then I have to spend more than the actual price I paid to repair them. I don't know if that's feasible, but if I end up really loving them because of what they will have come to mean or something, like simplicity and like whatever, maybe I will consider in the future, but like as an investment, like with the chopping board. But like at the moment I don't feel that. Like I feel like it makes sense to just wear them with just £5, you know. Okay, well, so these are definitely staying. Now here's something, because I even feel embarrassed to put this on camera almost, because Essen bought these for me. There's a whole pre-story to it, but I really wanted them. I really loved them. I feel that I don't know, I wanted them so much, and I didn't wear them as much as I wanted them because the heels turned out to be higher than I knew they would be. However, now I got these and I wear them all the time, and this heel doesn't feel like, I don't think is it in my mind it's not as high. They will fall, but when you actually put these heels together or not, then actually they look the same height. This one even looks higher now, but if you just actually, oh my god, this actually is, no, they do look kind of the same height. Oh my god, does it even look higher? No, this is just because this one has actually rubbed out, which also makes them like less straight, which is like you walk on them differently. If you don't walk on them straight, then that's gonna hurt. But this also, I don't know, this always ends up happening for some reason with me. Ooh, I wonder if these fell apart because being big, actually, my feet were chubby, and this one, there is some room here, but I don't even know how to explain it. But like I wonder, because I looked at them and like 43, I thought it was 42. They don't feel too big, but what if, I don't know, something about it just kind of, that this just fit, like, what's vaden in English? Just fit here, and then somehow, because of the way I walked, because the disappointment was like, I just bought it and they fell apart, but I couldn't really return them because I'd been over the return period, and I couldn't really find the seller on eBay anymore, and I don't know why. I feel like I've told you this. Have I told you this or have I not? Because in my mind I have told you so many times. Pity. But like, I feel like the fact speaks for itself. Yeah, it's not gonna... Yeah, my feet also like are worth staying dry. You know what I mean? I'm not only worth the joy of how beautiful they look. And sometimes we think we're doing a good thing for ourselves, but we're not. And it's just because I need to let go of something, and I'm doing this somehow. And I can't believe I would have considered, because these were just there. And like, you know what, I'm gonna look if they have one like that or similar. If they still have it. Let me tell myself that I will find an even better one. Are these roses? I thought they were something... Don't even know the name of. Okay, I'm talking too much, but because it's like... That voice also kind of speaks. The voice with... my husband, but these are really quality shoes. Hush puppies. And really nice. And like they're nice and warm for the winter. So actually I wanted it to be like, this be like my more kind of dress up version. So I really love this detailing with those things. And then these kind of be more everyday, but like, I don't know why the heel feels higher than this one. Because when maybe I just love these even more than like, I don't know. But, you know, I realized, I mean, I could sell them. So it'd be less of a waste if the waste is like, if you don't wear something, it still gets wasted, right? I know we're not doing the, I don't even know what to call this, like a human declaring version. Like, I'm not talking about waste, but I didn't know anything about waste, but, or did I? However, I gotta make a start somewhere. But when I met my husband first, I was learning about taking a stand. And I'd be very like, I would always like look at these symbolicness of like things, and like he actually hurt my foot, and then I learned to take a stand, and he happened to buy me shoes, and it was so symbolic to me, and I loved those shoes. I left them literally to bits, unfortunately, because then they were in bits. Well, not literally in bits, but they fell apart. And I could not justify keeping them. I loved those shoes. I wanted them so badly, and these looked so much like them. Like, a lot like them, more than any other I found. With this buckle. So I really, really wanted them. I wanted hush puppies, because I like the idea of healthy shoes that are soft. The leathers, you know, I don't like the idea of cruelty. But no, they have these shoes, even though they're leather. I'm gonna make use of them. I don't even know, like, I just haven't found anything that's healthy that isn't made, I don't know. But, like, I wanted these shoes so badly. I feel like I shouldn't have spoken about the leather. Because, and then it's like, I think I convinced him kind of to get them. Because he might have wanted to buy me, like, cheaper ones. So, like, and I found them a little bit cheaper online. So the fact that I didn't really wear them as much. But these are the kind of, I don't know if it's, am I fooling myself in thinking, oh, maybe I'll wear them this time around. But it is winter. It's like, because, I mean, why do I think it's so high? It's not higher than this. And this is also too high, but I wear it anyway. Maybe I love these shoes so much I wear it anyway. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it is. But there's something about them. A part of my soul knows, if I was honest with myself, I'm like not really likely to reach for them because they haven't. And I guess there's an option to sell them, and then kind of make up for it because they are good quality. Somebody might or would really love them. And I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. But I was like, okay, we gotta do this. So now it's like, well, I think the past you would really liked it probably, but the past me of that one moment where I really wanted them. It's not even that I don't like. There's like beautiful shoes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that I always think back to, I don't know, maybe I, in my mind, thought that he was kind of like being upset and I didn't like that part. That I feel bad that I convinced him that we're spending so much money on me. Oh, I get it. And every time I see the shoes, I remember it and I feel bad, so I don't want to wear the shoes because I don't want to have anything to do with that memory. It's really paradoxical because if I wore them as often, it would have been like, it would have made up for the price. I would have at least gotten the price's worth of wear out of them. Oh god, it's really personal, but also if I could figure it out. I'm not sure what to do because a part of me still wants to like still kind of get the wear out of them. It is winter. I have reached for these way more, but I think I wore these like twice. Maybe do it the other way. These are the... No, I won't. I think I began to feel bad more because if the heel was so, it felt so uncomfortable, but I wasn't used to it as much. I'm still not used to it, but I'm a little bit more because now I have these I got later, and these I did reach for more than these. Yum yum. Well, I pulled them out just to kind of review the situation, keep a close eye on them. And sometimes maybe I feel like, I don't know if I have ripened too. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to say about it. I feel like with all the receivings that we have now from Christ, I have no way of saying that I'm not gonna listen to that, but I'm just the quality is like, it's the type of shoe I'd really want to have. I'm not sure if, I don't know. Isn't it a bigger waste of like, let them go? I mean, I know I could sell them. Which I just had the idea, however. Mommy. I don't know if it's in here. These are my sporty running shoes that back when I was like supposed to running. I never even wanted, like, I didn't have it actually validate me. In any case, and he said I should use those, but I like them. I just not sure if I'll wear them for running. I don't know if I'll go running again. The wanting to become slim or being slim is not often. I feel like if I ever had a chance, it'd probably be now. Or like after having gone God. I feel like these are too nice. If I like run through mud with these, also they're quite thin. They're actually, I mean, they're like meant to be like breathable for sports, but if you just wear them as shoes, they need to be worn in like more summery time. So like I'm definitely not gonna waste these. I do like them. Put this, but I just don't know, but sometimes people think they would know better what's right for you in terms of like running, and like I don't even want to hear how I need to go running. I'm not saying that staying healthy is a bad idea, obviously. I've always instinctively known, but I hadn't had the capacity to validate myself yet. So I just always kind of, like, I instinctively felt that all the changes need to happen on the inside, and they will bring about the changes on the outside, not the other way around. I can't fix myself from the outside in. And then, that. So I don't even know, like, how to tell this to somebody who just keeps not seeing it that way. So, but yeah, I mean, these are running shoes, and I am not sure if I will go running. And if it's like a pity wear, and I just wear them. But I love the coloring, so this is why I want to give them away. And also, it's not summer yet, so definitely, as I mentioned, like, sometimes the summers here are really hot, but sometimes at the same time it could rain at any time, even in the summer. Just you have these rainy, cold days in the summer. So let's see how the summer is. Let's see how if I like reach for them in the summer. I used to hear that, and I think people would make. I used to think people would make excuses then, but now, like, I feel the same way. Like, I want to say the same, because like then at least I really have an idea. Because if I'm fooling myself and, oh yeah, I'll wear those, then I'll know. Because then I'll have gone through the summer and I still haven't worn them. See what I mean? So I really love this color. I feel like they do need a good. They deserve a good wash too. Talking about giving it attention. Here you go. I'm not sure if this would come out, and I don't know if you can wash this. Some people just like wash their like trainers. Like, I don't know. It's not something I would do, but then I found out people do that, so maybe you can. I must ask the brand's customer service or something, because I don't want to destroy them. They weren't super expensive, so that's cool. Oh, actually, ooh. Because we got like a massive discount on them at the time. Yay! But if I wear them for cleaning, even if I was to wear them for painting, product could seep through here super easily. Well, it could with these too, but like, these are made to leave the wind, let the wind come through and stuff, or air. Why am I feeling like this today? Because then I don't know if people can watch it. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to point people out. However, I feel like I always instinctively knew I couldn't fix it from the outside. This doesn't mean that running is bad or going. Like, definitely, if you know you're keeping healthy,